Hi, friends. It's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today in my craft room, coming to you from my craft room with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie, who can hardly see today because her little bangs are just all in her face. Yeah, we can't even see her eyes. Okay, I'm gonna just check to make sure we're live here, and it looks like we are. So, welcome to my YouTube friends and my Facebook friends. On a wonderful Friday, it's the weekend in the middle of April, and right in the middle, the third week of really 4.5 weeks of April. I hope you guys are doing well. And I hope you're looking forward to a nice weekend. Our weather is nice here. I was just going to check and see. It's in the middle of Hilda, good to see you. And Jeanne, good to see you. It's like in the mid 70s, low 70s here, and kind of overcast. I'm not sure quite why it's so overcast. Because we're not expecting any rain. Hi, Roz. Yes, happy Friday. Julie or Julia from Ohio. Good to see you. I'm going to put my glasses on just to see if that's Julie Black. Good to see you from Ohio. Marcia Long, good to see you. It's always so fun when you girls pop on. Ruth, good to see you. Yes, she's got a little green bow. I just put it in 2 minutes ago and already it's crooked. I don't even know how that happens. I really don't. Again, she's been out playing with her daddy outside. Sunny and 74 in Oregon, Jeanne. Thank you. Yeah. It's kind of a nice day, but I know on the West Coast, but I know that other areas, you're not so ready, Roz. It's been in the low 90s. Oh, and the pool is open. Oh boy, that sounds pretty fun. Marcia, 70 in Texas and cloudy. Thank you for sharing, Roz. So I hope the other areas of the country, like the Northeast, I know I heard was they were having some bad weather yesterday. Granite Falls, North Carolina, Miss Tina, how are you today? Happy Friday. How's your weather there? We always do the weather check, you know. We have to see what's going on. But I think this is basically a good time of the year. This ending, the last half of April is usually pretty nice, pretty good before the real hot weather shows up. So I cannot believe, you guys, 11 days until the new catalog. 11 days. I'm really excited. This is a great catalog. The more I'm in it and working with it, Lori Mantovi, good to see you. The more I'm loving it. Warm in Granite Falls. Okay. And it's a beautiful catalog. And all I can say is the colors are gorgeous. Gorgeous colors, lots of great ideas. I can't wait until it goes live. Lori, 49 degrees in Staten Island. That's not too warm. Do you guys have, are you having storms there, Lori? Yeah, that isn't too warm. But I know it'll get warm for you in another month or so. Anyway, I can't wait until I can open the catalog. And you guys, I'm going to be on vacation when the catalog goes live on May 1st. I can't believe it. I'm going to be in Cancun. I'm going to try to do a live on May 1st. I don't think I have too much going on May 1st. I think it's kind of a little bit of a slow day, and I'm going to try to do a live from there. And Kay, good to see you. And open the catalog with you on May 1st. I can't believe I won't be here on that day. That is a Wednesday. And so I'm gonna try to come live. Yes, you love the new colors, Ruth. They are so beautiful. Hooray, Cancun, I know. But you guys, okay, I've been hearing about some things. I talked to a girlfriend who is a world traveler yesterday, and she assured me So I've heard scorpions, mosquitoes, monkeys. Okay, Lori, predicted for the weekend. So I'm just a little, but we're going to be in a wonderful hotel. We're going to be just fine. So I keep telling myself, but I did get some mosquito repellent. I'm ordering some mosquito repellent. Diane, good to see you. Happy Friday to you too. I hope you guys have good plans for the weekend. Nice plans to do some relaxing things. That's what, well, I'm going to be working on things because you have all that stuff in Florida. You have mosquitoes and scorpions there, and you've lived to tell about it, huh, Ross? I'm going to put Ellie down. Yeah, see, here in Southern California, we do have scorpions, but we never see them in our houses, very rarely. Very rarely. But of course, we're going to the jungle, so Cancun is in a jungle area, and it's going to be lush and beautiful, and I'm going to take lots of pictures and send to you guys. I know it's going to be great. Okay, 11 days, new catalog. So what are some things to remember? Some things to remember are, yes, we're in a wonderful resort, Julie. We're in a 5-star resort. Oh, 95 in Arizona, Diane. Just have a wonderful, and tea tree oil is good for a bug repellent. Okay. Oh, you have big spiders, Rose? Ooh, well, we do have some spiders, but okay, I do have tea tree oil, and I will be taking that. Tina, thank you for the heads up on that. I will take it. Okay, I don't want to talk about those bugs and stuff. We're going to talk about this catalog. Julia, good to see you. So you know what I'm kind of thinking? Isn't that so pretty on the cover? I've got this idea so my backyard has some pretty grass, and I've got an idea of putting my table that's behind me here. You can see that table. It's a 6-foot table. I have this idea of putting a table with a white tablecloth outside and inviting a few of my friends over to stamp and have some snacks in the late afternoon, and recreating this. Don't you think that would be kind of fun? I do. I'm really, after I get back from my vacation, I'm gonna try to set that up. Okay. So I got this darling thank you card from Kathy Wilborn. I don't always remember to show all the beautiful cards that I get, but isn't that cute? I think most of that is retired, but it's so, so cute. I love getting cards, and she even tore the paper on this, which I love torn paper, and Saucin, rain in West Virginia. Okay, I was thinking some of those areas would have some rain. Well, good to be inside, Anne. Good to see you. So thank you, Kathy Wilborn, for this darling card. I really like it. Okay, 11 days until the new catalog. Save on last chance items. Only 11 days more of the items that are on sale that are last chance. They're going away forever and ever. So you've got 11 days. 11 days to stock up on the basics. I had a customer call me this morning and stocking up on the basics, some of those things that basic white cardstock, things that are going up by 50 cents or $1 in the new catalog. So get what you can now at the good price. And I noticed today that the Magnolia Mood Bundle, I don't know about you guys, but I love it. I haven't even used it as much as I want to because I've been concentrating on a lot of the new items, but it's an online exclusive, Magnolia Mood. The dies are beautiful, and it is on low inventory. The bundle is on low inventory. So if you haven't gotten that, stock up on a few of your basics and grab that Magnolia Mood Bundle. You won't be sorry. I know that people say, more flowers, and we're going to use more flowers today, but some of them are just, I don't know. I love flowers. What can I say? And the Magnolia Mood is spectacular. The dies in particular. Okay, so now I'm going to turn you down just a little bit, and we're going to look at a couple of things that I've got going on. Now I'm going to practice here. I don't always get this right, but I'm determined to get it right. Okay. Yay! I'm so happy. Oh, Carol McKinney, good to see you from Gig Harbor, Washington. Thanks for popping on. Okay, we're going to use some blending pens today, blending brushes. But what I want to talk to you about first is product shares. The catalog is full of beautiful designer series paper, and I've got my product shares going again this time, as I always do with the new catalog. There are 13 new papers, I believe, and so I cut them into 6x6 sheets. You'll get 130 6x6 sheets for only $40, which is really a great, I think it's a very good price, but you do have to pay an additional $9 for shipping. The ribbon share is 20 yards, beautiful ribbons. You guys have seen some of these ribbons. I mean, they're beautiful. I don't even have the Petunia Pop. There's that one. Gorgeous. Ribbon share 20 yards for $25 plus $4 for shipping. And then I always say, if you're like me, yes, put down prize because you're going to want it today. I already know. I want it all. Both shares only $65 plus $9 for shipping. And I hate to have to charge that price in shipping, but that's what it is. It's just gone up so much, so I have to charge that. So you can reserve your shares now. You go on my blog, prettypapercards.com, under Resources tab, and there the very first thing is the shares, and you can fill out a reservation form. I can't actually collect money until the 24th next week. So beginning the 24th, or just email me and I'll put you on the list, Peggy at prettypapercards.com. And I'll send you the official link on Wednesday the 24th. I'm going to be busy on that day sending out all these links. But you're going to want these beautiful papers and ribbons. And you know, the thing is, they last the whole year because this is an annual catalog, so it lasts all year. Okay, the paper shares. We've got those out of the way. Now, okay, you guys, new in colors. We always have to talk about in colors. I got my markers. I got my in color markers. I didn't have them when I talked to you on Wednesday, but they came this morning. And aren't they pretty? Oh, they're gorgeous. Okay, so now I can put this marker in here. Here are the in colors. And if you don't mind, I'm going to do a little practicing with you. Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash, Petunia Pop, Peach Pie, and Pretty in Pink. Those are the 5 new in colors, and they are gorgeous. This is something I'm offering new this year called an In Color Club. It's a 5-month club, and each month you get all of this stuff. You get a full pack of the cardstock. You get, oh, I don't even have the ink because we're going to use it today. You get an ink pad, you get a full spool of ribbon, you get the blends, you get the marker, you get the designer series paper that goes with that color, and you get the glimmer paper. And I just had these out because we made them the other day and they turned out so pretty. The little Magnolia thank you cards. No, Zinnia. Sorry, boo-boo. Zinnia little thank you cards. But my In Color Club works as far as signing up. It's the same situation as for the shares. I can't actually bill you until the 24th. So I have a reservation link on my blog, prettypapercards.com, Resources tab, and it drops down and says In Colors, and you can reserve your In Color Club registration now. It's $55 per month plus $9 shipping, and every month you'll get all of this stuff. And I'm going to give on the very first month, for everyone who signs up for the 5 months. You have to sign up for the 5 months because each time you're getting like a fifth of a package of the markers and the in colors. And on the first month, I'm going to give some in color metallic dots, and on the last month I'm going to give some in color resin dots of all the colors. So I'm going to give little thank yous along the way. So you're going to want to be a part of the in color club, because to order all of everything for the in colors is a lot. I mean, I do it because it's my business, but also it really is a lot to start out with. And this way it spreads itself out over 5 months, and by September you're completely set, all set with all the colors. Yes, Roz, and we're going to use some of that in color glimmer paper today on our card. Okay, are you ready? Sneak peek. I've been waiting to do this because I had to take a little time to figure it out. But this is called Layers of Beauty. And oh boy, there's a lot of beauty in this catalog. I mean, in general, the new catalog has a lot of beauty, just period. But there is a lot that's named beauty. There is the whole Unbounded beauty suite, which is beautiful. But this is a bundle called Layers of Beauty. And I knew I was going to love it because people had been raving about it. And I used it today, and I do love it. And the prize today, if you sign the word prize, if you put the word prize in the comments today, you're going to get the card we make, which is going to be very close to this. So this is the Layers of Beauty stamp set. One nice thing that it has is a happy anniversary, which we love because that doesn't appear that often. And it has this little tiny stamps, but this beautiful large kind of, maybe a florist would call a spray. And then it has the dies that match. And then on top of that, you guys, included in the bundle are masks. And I have used them on the card I showed you, and we're going to use them in a minute. And here are the colors we're going to use. They're so beautiful. Look at this. Aren't those gorgeous colors? Okay. So when you get the bundle, and I actually somewhere, oh here, I wrote down the price. The whole bundle includes all these things, and it's only $56.50. Thank you, Hilda. And I wanted to tell you the price because I think it's a pretty reasonable price for something this gorgeous with a combo. You know, it's a kind of the dies and the masks, because normally you get a stamp set and dies, but this time you get stamp set, dies, and masks. I think it's a reasonable price. I really do. So let's get going. Of course, I'm using new in colors. Of course, of course. Okay. So we'll start out our card with a basic white card base. Let me get my glasses going. I thought about adding a pretty and pink card base to back everything. But you know, I just didn't, because you can only have so much. You can put too much on a card, and I have to admit, I'm close to putting too much on a card many times because I love to do my layers. Now, what I've done here is I've already cut for the sake of speed, because I want to spend more time on using the actual bundle. This is a beautiful piece of the Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper, which is spectacular. And I've showed it to you before, but it is beautiful. But I very much love this piece because it's the pink one. And these are cut with the perennial postage dies. Okay, this is a piece of the Nature Sweetness paper, which is carrying over. What I love about it is that one side has gold on it, gold foil. That's the other side. There are all kinds of patterns over there. That just turned out to be that one. So I'm going to go ahead and just get these glued down, and then we'll make our beautiful flower spray. Come out, little guy. Okay, let me pull that out. The glue sometimes gets just a little hard right at the tip, and you just pull the little tip out. Okay. I love the gold, and I love to use the white and gold with another paper that has white in it is always, Julia, you like to layer your cards. I do. But if you have a white background, adding bits of white always works well. And so that's why the background, this is going to be the background because I want all the attention to be on the beautiful flowers. So we'll just glue this down, then we'll set it to the side, and we know we'll have that part of our card ready to go. So we'll just, okay, we'll set that over to dry. Now, one thing with this stamp, it is very, very large, and so what I've done, even though I'm so sorry, but we do not sell the Stamparatus anymore, I still have my Stamparatus, and some of you might have a Misty or some of the other stamp positioning tools, but because this stamp is so big, do you see how big it is? I'll hold it up there. It really is pretty big, and it takes the largest block that Stampin' Up! Has, and they're even discontinuing that. I think that's one of the ones they're discontinuing. So I'm using the stamp positioning tool to do the stamping. And so what I do is I just usually have a spot where I put my card. I usually put it right in that corner, and it works out well for this stamp. Then I put the stamp on the plate, and we know that's going to work, and it helps to put the box, the stamp box, underneath the stamp case. And we're going to stamp this today in early espresso. I didn't want to use black, I don't know, I just decided on early espresso. It's the slightest bit softer, and this will give a nice defined line to the stamp, to all the images within the stamp, because it really is a whole bouquet. Okay, and now we're just going to pull it over and press it down, and it should give a nice impression. Then we're going to use the masks after that, and I'm just pressing to make sure we get all those little areas pressed down and defined. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so now we're done with the Stamparatus, and I wish we still sold this, but we don't. So I'm going to set this off to the side. Just checking on Ellie, she's in the back there. Okay, so now we have our card. You still have yours too, Hilda. I know. Well, it works for a long time. It's a good. I think you need one, period. Okay, so I've got my different masks. Now, one thing to notice is Stampin' Up! Helps you to know how to use your masks. Can you see that little niche in the bottom of each mask? It's in the bottom of each one. So you know that's how you line them up. And then I don't know if you can see, there's a little number 1 there. And then on the second one has a little number 2. And so on through all 5. So you know the order that you're going to use your masks in. I mean, I think you could use it probably in a different order, and they would still all come out right, but I'm like a rule follower generally, and if they tell me to use them, I'm going to use them in that order. Now, let's see here. What is this? Oh yeah, that's right. For mine, I'm turning it upside down because my flowers are upside. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's supposed to go this way, because that's how, that would be like this. But to me, that seems a little not right. I don't think it should come like that. I don't know. I just feel it should go this way. So therefore, I have to turn these upside down. Okay. So now, I think there are other ways you can do this, but I just look on it, and maybe you're looking at the top of my head. I'm not totally sure. And I see what I can see through. I see that it's covering correctly. And now what I am going to do is, you don't have to, but you can if you want to. I'm going to use some of this Post-it tape, and I'm just going to stick that down just a little bit so it stays where I want it to while I may not need it all the way through, but I want to get it right while we're starting. Now I have to do it all over again. Okay. We're going to do it. We're going to get it. It just takes a minute. Once you get the first one, you're kind of okay. I just want to make sure I get that right. Okay, we'll move this down just a tiny bit. Now back just, I'm doing something wrong. You know what I'm supposed to tape down is my paper. That's my problem. I forgot. It's the paper that needs to be taped down. Got it. Okay, here we go. All right, now I remembered. Okay, first we're going to use Pretty in Pink, and I'm using one of the small blending brushes, and I just got some ink on my fingernail. Okay, so now we're going to hold this over and your paper doesn't move. Yes, I forgot. I don't really use masks all that much, but this is so pretty that I wanted to. Okay, now we've got this held over and I'm holding it down, and you don't even have to do anything fussy. You just, however it turns out for you is just fine. I'm just coloring it in with the Pretty in Pink. All the little, you just want to get it on all the little holes. And I'm really not an expert. There are probably some demonstrators who are real experts in this. But I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants. Mimi from Wichita, welcome, welcome. Okay, there's number one. Now we're going to change colors. I mean, it's already beautiful, right? And it's going to come out a little different than the other one because I'm doing it a little bit different this time. The other one I did the Petunia Pop first, but this time I'm doing the pink first. Okay, so then we have the second one, the second mask. And let's see, what am I doing? Oh, that's right. I have to turn it upside down. There we go. And then you can see you just get it right over all those same areas. And what this is going to do is just add more shading. And then I'm just going to come in there and add this shading. So you're never, I mean, once you've done it once, then you know how it's going to turn out if you use the same colors. But because I'm doing the colors in this order for the first time, I'm not totally sure how it's going to come out, but I know it's going to be beautiful. Okay, there's the second one. Okay, it's looking different, isn't it? Alrighty. The third one, color we're going to use is Berry Burst, and the reason I've chosen this one for the third layer is that this puts the little, I don't know if you can see, but this is centering itself on the little circles in the flowers, on the centers. It's going to give the flowers some inside depth. So, and you know what? I guess I use my same purple brush here. So I want to get that a little deeper because that is supposed to give it real depth. The Berry Burst. Real depth of shading. And the little insides of the flowers are going to be colored really cute. Okay. Now let's see how this turned out. Ooh, it's getting prettier, isn't it? It's really getting pretty. Okay. I've got a little... I accidentally left my espresso ink pad open. All right, now we're down to the leaves. Maybe some of you are masking, good maskers, aficionados or something. I really can learn more. I really need to learn more to get it better. Now this mask is going to cover the leaves. I think that's so fun. And of course, this whole image could be watercolored. You could color it in with Stampin' Blend alcohol markers. But I think it's cool that we have this different way of doing it. So now I'm using Granny Apple Green to color in the leaves. And then we're going to shade them darker. Okay. Look how pretty that comes out. You've never masked before, Julia. well, I'm not a pro, I'm telling you that, but it is, look, it does come out absolutely beautiful. It really does. Okay, and now we're on our last color, Garden Green. And I'm just using these little small little blending brushes. And this then gives more depth to the leaves because it adds a darker color pretty much on what we've just done. So we're just gonna try to get that positioned, okay? And we go in with Garden Green. And you know, you can have a very light hand. I'm having a bit of a heavy hand here today. I'm pressing fairly firmly. And if I would press lighter, we would have had a much lighter flower or flowers. But I'm just doing it more firmly so we can really see. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Isn't that beautiful? All done. There is your gorgeous flower. Now, flower bouquet. So what you can do now is you could just use this piece for your card. You could totally do that. And let me take this little, this is like post-it notes or something. It's just a little sticky. And you could build a card right around this. But what I want to do, because I want to show you what happens, is I have to get out our big guy, Mr. Smooth. And there's a very large die that cuts this out. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to put our beautiful flowers here. And let's see. No, I think it must go. Let me hold it up in front of me to get it right here. Yes, okay, just like this. And I usually, to avoid having the machine make a sound like a clunk when you run it through, tip your tip paper and your die a little bit. And here I'm going to use some more of my tape because I want this to really be correct. Let me just move it a bit so I can see it better before I tape it down. Because I want, you know, that makes a difference. Your end result is based on how it goes through the machine. So there's one end, and then I'll put some of my sticky tape on the other end. I think that's just about correct. Okay. And then we know it's not going to move when it goes through, which is very handy. And we just run it right through. Okay. Now wait till you see how beautiful this comes out. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that gorgeous? So it can go this way, or it could go this way, whichever way you prefer, but it is beautiful. Thank you, Ruth. It's just, I'm telling you, Stampin' Up! Makes beautiful products. So now we just have to decide, how do we want our, look at how pretty this is. Look at how gorgeous. And absolutely use any colors you want. I just gravitated toward the pink for my first one, but I plan to use this set in a lot of different colors. So basically, what I'm going to do now is just decide where I want it to sit, and I'm going to use my, if I can find them, oh, here we go, my dimensionals. And I'm just going to put it right on, and then we're going to decorate it in a way. You know, this is our main piece. It's almost, I mean, I hate to say this because I don't want to think about it, but it's almost like a Christmas tree. It's a beautiful piece, and we're going to embellish it more with more little leaves, glitter leaves and things like that. So I'm just going to get it down, and then I'm going to we'll cut some glitter leaves and tuck them under there. Okay, now we could have done it this way, but to me, maybe that is the right way to do it. Okay, Let's try it. Might as well do it a different direction. That looks good. That does. That looks good. Okay, now we have to bring our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine up one more time because we're going to cut from some of that beautiful in color glimmer paper. And here's the piece that I have. Is this not beautiful? This is the Pretty in Pink glimmer paper. And look at all the little dies of leaves. They're beautiful leaves that have little areas that punch out. I'm going to use these 4. These over here, I believe, are meant to cut images that you can stamp. And then there's this adorable tag, which I love. Haven't used masks before. I have to get this technique. Yes, the retiring ones are beautiful. Yes, you're sold. I know. Okay, you prefer that direction, Ruth. Okay. All right. They are gorgeous. Okay, so we just have one more little leaf to get on. And there we have all 4. And where's my, okay, here's my other plate. And I just use these 4. So I didn't need to run them through several times or anything. Just these 4 dies, and they're plenty to add just a little bling to your bouquet. And let's just get these babies off of here. Here we go. One stuck onto the plate over here. Okay. And we'll just pull these out. And they have little bits that make them beautiful. Let me show you. I'm going to take my take your pick tool. I didn't have that in there properly. And what we're going to do is just punch out, because they're small. These little pieces are pretty small, and I want to be, you know, they're delicate, and I want to be delicate with them. You can see better on the back side what little pieces punch out here. And I'll show you. Look at how beautiful that is once you punch the little pieces out. Isn't that pretty? This one is stuck in its little die, so we'll get this guy out. So there's number 2. And here's a 3rd one. And again, this has a little piece that comes out too. Aren't those beautiful? And here's the one that's, I think in a way this looks more like an aloe leaf. That one right there. But let me take care of these dies so I don't lose them. We'll get our little pieces out of the way. Okay, now we're ready to bring our card back in. And I'm going to use my glue, and I'm just going to look to see where I want to tuck these pretty little leaves. And you just need the tiniest few dots. Just a very few dots. Rebecca Schlossnagel, Becky, good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you popped on. We are making a beautiful pink flower arrangement here using the new Layers of Beauty bundle. And so let me make sure you guys can see it. I just put a few dots and then press it down. Just like that. Now let's see. I think that might look kind of good in here. So we'll just do the same thing with this one. I tend not to put glue on the tips, and especially on the top, because I usually want that to be free to curl up a little bit if possible. We'll just put that one in there. And here we have a couple more. I hear my husband back there watching baseball. He's having fun watching baseball these days. And then I get to come in my craft room while he's watching baseball. Shh, don't tell him I told you that. Okay, so I think we'll put this right in there. And then we have one more leaf. I mean, really, with this little tiny bit of glimmer paper, you don't need too much else. because it's so beautiful. And let me just tuck that right in there. Isn't that so pretty, you guys? Isn't that just gorgeous? Now the last thing we're going to do, well, we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to do a little stamping. We're going to stamp our envelope. We're going to stamp inside the card, and we're going to make a sentiment. And if I can find, oh, here it is. Okay. For the sentiment on the sample card, I just used a part of a sentiment. It's "You make my heart smile." And I decided this is so busy, I just want to use the word smile. So I'm just taking my early espresso ink pad, and I'm just going to ink up just the right side, right as in opposed to left, and press that down. Nope, I don't like it. Not dark enough. Perfect. Okay. And we're going to cut that. And then in the meantime, while we're here stamping, I'm going to get my pretty pink ink. And there is a very pretty, of course, this whole stamp set is so pretty, but there's a pretty little small bouquet that I'm going to stamp right in the corner here. Isn't that just cute? And just in the corner of the envelope. It doesn't need much because the card itself has got so much going on. But just a little preview of what you might see. Okay, now let's finish off our sentiment here. So what I'm going to do is just take my scissors, and this is not hard. I'm just going to snip this. It's so small, the word smile. I'm going to snip underneath, and I'm going to snip above the same distance, about 1/8 of an inch above the L there. Cut that off just a little there. And then here I'm going to try to do a little flagged end. It's a very small piece, but I think it looks kind of cute. So trying to do this and get a little flagged end going there. Okay. And then what we're going to do is just tuck this in wherever we want. And I think that would be a cute place right there. So I'm just going to use a little mini Stampin' Dimensional, and I'm going to put it right in there, hopefully. Not on the flower bouquet itself, but on the Nature Sweetness paper underneath. And that's going to raise my sentiment up to the same level. And then you just stick it right in there. And there's your beautiful card. Just like that. Isn't it so pretty, you guys? Layers of beauty. I'm just bowled away, and now I want to just keep using it and keep using it because it's so, so pretty. It's gorgeous. Okay, let's see if we can't just come back. There we are. I'm getting used to my new pink iPad. It goes beautifully with this card. Thank you, Roz. It's a gorgeous set. I just wanted to show you what it does. I'm sure there are others who will figure out a lot more, but without all that much effort, it took us, what, 15 minutes to make that? Really easy. And so this card is the prize for next week. So if you put the word prize, you're going to be entered to win this card. Anthony, good to see you. Good to see you. How is the weather over there in London? Let us know. Give us a little, tell us what it's like over there. So the prize from last week is 2 mini embossing folders that go through any embossing machine. Amy, good to see you. They go through any embossing machine, but they're made to fit in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which is so cute. Anthony, you're warming up over there. Okay, warming up. Good. Put the word prize. So this is the prize from last week that I'm awarding today. And the winner from the random number generator is Becky White, Becki, Becky White. Becky, I don't think I have your address. So, oh, you just watched Shelley Gardner and $1 million demo make her set. Wow. I'll have to go back and look at that. So Becky, congratulations. I think she might have been from over on YouTube. So Becky, please send me your address and I'll get this out to you. And I'll wait about 2 weeks or until I get back from my vacation. And hopefully you'll send this to me by then. You'll send me your address. So I look forward to getting it, Becky. Thank you. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you for watching and being with me. Is that Karen Piermarini? Oh, Karen Kozlewski. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. You'll have to go back and watch. Here's the card. I just have to hold it up because it's so beautiful. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday. In the meantime, watch my, thank you, Carol. Watch my Pretty Paper Cards Facebook page because I always put any news and post the cards that I'm working on over there. So have a wonderful weekend, you guys.